Most guys in Toronto are cowards.
They've stopped believing in themselves. They find ways to cope with how unhappy they are, living vicariously through their video game character, replacing accomplishments with that of the next garbage Marvel movie character so that they can follow that story instead of creating their own. They smoke weed to forget about how little they did, and they think people like me can't be real or that we were just handed our lifestyles.
Then they have the audacity to wonder why the women of Toronto won't respect them. Why would they?
They have no ambition. The furthest their ambition goes is getting a promotion in their trash job that is just going to continue their cycle of misery. It's because the culture of Toronto forces these men to walk on eggshells and pits them against each other with a new stupid movement every other week that gives them a fake sense of purpose. It's why the men who reject that indoctrination are doing so well. Men who don't have no sense of entitlement, no sense of adventure, and never take any risks. They live passively hoping that life throws them a bone, a girlfriend, some money, or a friend. That's not how the world works. In fact, their worlds are so small that they're afraid of offending the people in their community that are just as lost as they are. They're afraid of losing that one girl they have a crush on or that one friend that keeps disrespecting them. They don't believe they can have more because they've been wired to believe that's all they get. Or even worse, they delude themselves into thinking they're doing well and hang on to that one win they had months or years ago, hoping that everyone is the same way. The guys that are killing it aren't like that. We're not coping because we're too busy capitalizing on how trash all the other guys are. We're the main characters of our own movie. We're entitled, we fight for what we want, we go on adventures, and there aren't many of us in the city. That's why it's so hard to date for the average guy. We stand out, your crushes follow us, they're always trying to hang out with us, and you're just on your bed high watching a movie about someone closer to us than you. We recognize each other and help each other dominate even harder. We build businesses together, we collaborate, and add to each other's lives. Because there aren't many like us here.
While you're smoking weed to cope with your meaningless job, we're finding new ways to level up. The culture of the city isn't doing you any favors, and it isn't on your side.
When Rome was falling, they had circus after circus to distract the population from the crumbling empire. That's where Toronto is right now. You've been fed lies your whole life, but there's enough information out there now that if you're still believing that garbage, it's nothing but your fault. You won't shortcut your way to being the man you want to be. You're going to have to go through hell and make mistake after mistake until you start seeing some wins.